Oh my God, look out. Oh God, I'm sidewalk. I almost hit that guy. Boy, lots of people walking out here. I tell you what. How y'all doing? I mean, this lady's not even looking at me. I'm basically stalking her right here on the street. She's not looking at me. She just keeps walking. Okay, look, fine. You don't have to look at me. I won't look at you either.
Sweep the leg.
What is happening, good people of YouTube? Welcome to the channel. Today's video is super exciting. We're starting a brand new series here on the channel. Farming Simulator 25 was just released, and I'm super pumped to start this series. We're going to start something new. A couple of new maps here. Farming Simulator 25, Riverbend Springs, sort of the American map. Hutan Pantai, sort of the Asian vibe with the rice paddies and water buffalo and stuff like that. Then there's Sri Lanka, which I believe is the European map, and that is the one that we are going to start with in this series. It's a really cool map. It's pretty flat and seems pretty basic. All the fields are nice and neat, cool little shapes. And I really enjoy the map. So we're going to start this series in Sri Lanka, and we're going to start as a start from scratch, but we're going to do things a little bit different. Remember back in Farming Simulator 22, you could do a farm manager mode and you got $1.5 million and you started with nothing. So we're basically going to do the same thing. Now here in Farming Simulator 25, you can only start with $1 million, but there is a way that you can start with $1.5 million, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. We're not going to start with any loans. We're going to start with economic difficulty on easy because money is still pretty difficult to make here in Farming Simulator. If money becomes too easy to come by, we can always adjust this to normal or hard. We're not going to start with the farm, and we are not going to start with the guided tour. We kind of know what we're doing here. Starting from scratch, Sri Lanka. Let's get into this. All right, here we go, spawning in on the map in Sri Lanka. We actually spawn in where the normal starter farm is. All the buildings are here, but we don't own the land. We don't own anything. So basically the way the series is gonna work, we are starting from scratch. We own nothing, no land, no vehicles, no animals. We do have cash. $1.5 million is what we're starting with. And like I said, Farming Simulator 22, you started with $1.5 million. Farming Simulator 25, you only start with $1 million. There is a way to start with $1.5 million. I can explain that in another video, but $1.5 million, that is what we're starting with. Man, look at this map. It is super cool. All the fields are kind of geometrically or symmetrical, or I don't know the word. Look, we're not math people here. They just look pretty. But pretty cool, some water, some trees, some little streams, lots of these fields. And we have the task right now of picking which field we're gonna start with. I originally kind of wanted to start at the top here and, start buying fields, working our way down. But I think the smart thing to do is just to start right here on the very land that you get at the beginning of a normal game. We're gonna have to buy it. It's $145,000. But it does come with some of the buildings. So let's go ahead and buy this now. And this is where we're gonna start our empire. Bam! And now we're the proud owners of Field 45. All right, here we are. We got a shed. This is like a little chicken coop, but I think it only holds a few chickens, and it takes up a lot of space. There's also this silo over here, which we're really not gonna need at first. So, second thing on our agenda, let's get rid of all the stuff that we don't need. I'm gonna go in here to construction, and we're just gonna kind of highlight these things and let's get rid of them. It's gonna give us some extra cash. $58,500 to sell that silo. Oh, bye-bye. We don't need it. How about this chicken pen thing? It's $15,000. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Bam. See you later. And here is a little shed, and we don't need this either. $4,000. We will take it, put that money in the bank. And now all we're left with is this house. And the cool thing is we don't have to buy a new farmhouse. We've got this one here. We can go ahead and sleep here and change our wardrobe, do all the stuff that you normally do with a farmhouse. And we don't have to pay for one. So it's right here. All right, here is the farmer that we have created. I mean, kind of looks like a young Chuck Norris, and he acts like him too. He can do a roundhouse kick to the face like it's nobody's business. Don't test him. He'll do it. All right, our first field is a field of nothing, which is awesome. We've got a blank canvas to start with. And I tell you what, we have got a lot of work to do here in this episode. We've got a lot of stuff to buy. We've got some big plans. First thing we have to do is seed that field and get something going. It's August and winter is coming. I believe a famous TV show once used that as a slogan. Winter is coming. All right, now one thing I've found is that grass and silage are a really good way to make money fast when you're first starting out. So that's what we're going to do. And then with that money, you can move into other farming. You can get some animals, you know, other normal types of crops. So that's what we're going to get started with. And let's go ahead and get into this menu and let's buy some vehicles. All right, I like to start with a really good tractor, something that's going to last us for a while into the game. Something with at least 300 horsepower, because we're going to be mowing and baling and doing lots of farming stuff. So I go into the medium tractors here. I like this McCormick. I like this Case. The New Holland's pretty good. We do want something with a front loader attacher. So this Case is going to be pretty perfect. We're going to change the engine. Now we've got it up to 302 horsepower. Let's put some Michelin tires on it. We do like the big fat Michelin man. We don't need any special wheel setups or anything. And let's put a quickie front loader attacher on there. That way, eventually we can get a front loader on there. License plate is Scribble. This is going to cost us $272,000. And let's go ahead and buy this. All right, second thing that we need right off the bat is a seeder, because we are going to have to seed a field. Here are the seeders, and geez, I'm not sure if we should rent one or if we should just buy one, because I mean, we're going to need one in this series. So yeah, I'm really not sure. Oh, you know what I forgot? We got to check in the used vehicle sale. And wouldn't you know it, we have got a seeder right here. This is a Solid Stand 1500 seeder. It's 64% off. I mean, that seems like a no-brainer here, right? We do want a fertilizer distributor unit on it. That's pretty cool. Adds another $5,000. It holds 1,800 liters, and that is a pretty good deal. Now, of course, we can change the rims to black rims. It's pretty styling. We do want our equipment to look good as we're trouncing around the fields. Let's go ahead and buy this. $22,623. Bam. All right, look, there's some mowers here and another tractor. Let's take a look at these. I mean, anything in this used vehicle section that we need, I mean, we're going to have to jump on it anywhere to save money. So this is a John Deere tractor, 234 horsepower. Let's see if we can change the engine to get it up. Looks like 234 horsepower is the highest it's going to go. Let's put some Michelin tires on that. Wheel setup is standard. We got the US design. We don't really need any attachers. It comes with a 3-point. And yeah, we're going to put a front loader on this thing too. Now, because this is sort of an underpowered tractor and only 234 horsepower, we can use this for general farm work, lifting up pallets, doing that kind of stuff. And yeah, that's great. License plate Scribble, $99,422. This is going to be our second tractor. Let's go ahead and buy it. Bye-bye. All right, we got a forge wagon, which we are not going to need, and we do have some mowers. And man, I tell you what, we're going to need some mowers. I'm not sure these are the mowers that we're going to need. Let's take a look at the mowers in the general menu here. All right, here are the mowers, and not a big selection here. So mods really haven't hit yet. Not really using mods right now anyway, but we need a front mower and a rear mower, and I want a rear mower that does automatic, I don't know what that's called, swath dropping things, so that way we don't have to buy a windrower. And it looks like this one is the only one that does that. I know this Kuhn from Farming Simulator 22 does not have an automatic swathing feature. So it looks like this Samaz is the only one that does that. And luckily for us, it's in the used vehicle section. So let's go ahead and buy the front one. This is 14,000. We'll go ahead and buy that. Let's hop over here to the used vehicle section. We're gonna buy this, the rear one at 40,636. Bam, add that to the fleet. All right, let's jump out here. Let's go over to this tractor. This is our Case tractor. We're gonna have to start the engine. Here we go. This is absolutely exciting. And one of the things I love about Farming Simulator is the sounds of the tractors. Now in Farming Simulator 25, what I'm noticing so far is that the tractor sounds are not as good actually as Farming Simulator 22, but they're close enough. So here is our seeder, and you know what? We gotta buy some seed. All right, here is the seed category. We're gonna buy like just a pallet of seeds, I guess. This is 1,050 liters for $12.60. And these things are only 1,000 liters, so it looks like the best buy is this pallet of seeds. And let's go ahead and buy 2 of them, just in case. And we're also going to need to look at liquid fertilizer. So let's see, solid bag, 1,920 bucks for 1,000 liters. Looks like it's the same here. Let's go ahead and let's buy 2 bags of this as well. And we can keep them at the shop. All right, fertilizers and seeds are bought. They're down here. Let's go ahead and drive this thing on over and fill her on up. All right, seeds going in. There we go. The seeder is full. Now we've got the fertilizer. And there we go, fertilizer's full as well. 530 liters of fertilizer, 1,270 liters of seeds. And let's go ahead and drive this back over to the farm. We're gonna get started with seeding this field. And then while this tractor is seeding the field, we can go ahead and work on some other stuff here. All right, one thing we got to do is select the seed. Let's set this to grass. There we go. We're going to turn on the seeder. We're going to lower the seeder. And I'll tell you what, we're just going to start driving here. And we're going to hit the button and use the automatic workers. And something also different, Farming Simulator 25, the workers, their logic is a little bit different. They start in the middle, kind of work their way out, and then they do couple of rows around the edges. Right here you can see it's Amy. She's helping us out. Really not sure if that's her name, but that's what we're going to call her. It's Amy. She's helping us out. She's doing a good job. All right, while this field is getting seeded, let's go ahead and jump over to the store again, see what else we need to buy. One of the things that we're going to do as we cut the grass, we're going to have to bale it. And not a whole lot of options here with balers, but we're going to go for the big boy here, the Big Pack 1290 Krone. This is an awesome baler. I use this in Farming Simulator 22, and it's got a silage additives tank so that when we do bale up the grass and then wrap it, it's going to help it turn into silage a little bit quicker. So let's go ahead and buy this. 210,960 bucks. That's a big purchase, but we got the cash. Let's get it done. All right, bam. Krone is added to the fleet. Now we need to look at bale wrappers. And of course, the best bale wrapper is also the most expensive one. This Kuhn, $54,000. We're going to leave the color as white. I know in Farming Simulator 22 there were different colors. I think it was a mod, but we don't have any of those colors like pink or purple, anything like that. So we're going to leave it as white for right now. It's easy to identify on the field. Just so you know, the other colors are black, green, and nature green. But we are going to go with white. License plate, of course, is Scribble. $55,000. Let's get it done. All right, we got mowers, we got balers, we've got wrappers. Now we need something to transport the bales when we sell them. And looks like this one, $90,000. This thing holds 14 bales. It's going to help us out. And that's what we're going to buy here. Let's throw some Michelin tires on it and let's get it in our fleet. All right, jumping into our John Deere tractor here. This thing is pretty awesome. We've got the front loader, but you know what? Let's go ahead and buy a front loader for it and put it on. And I certainly don't think we need this expensive one. Let's just buy this $9,000 for this front loader here. Let's go ahead and purchase this. Oh no, delivery space blocked. Please move other items out of the way. Oh boy, we're already messing up. It's only day one. All right, let's get this thing out of the way. Tell you what we'll do. We're gonna go ahead and pop on the mowers. There we go. There's one attached. Let's go ahead and pop on the rear one. Oh, now I tell you what, this tractor sounds awesome. There we go. All right, mowers are attached. This is not the tractor that you want kind of hauling heavy equipment around. It just doesn't really have the horsepower needed. We're going to go ahead and move these mowers over here because we're going to need them in a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and knock that one off. And we'll just spin around here and drop the front one off as well. Bam, there we go. All right, back to the little farm store shop thing. Let's pick up our other equipment and bring it on over to the farm. Oh my God, look out. Oh God, I'm sidewalk. I almost hit that guy. Boy, lots of people walking out here. I tell you what. How y'all doing? Nobody's even looking at me. And this lady looks an awful lot like Amy, who's plowing our field. Excuse me. I mean, this lady's not even looking at me. I'm basically stalking her right here on the street. She's not looking at me. She just keeps walking. Okay, look, fine. You don't have to look at me. I won't look at you either. All right, here we go. Let's get some of this other equipment. We got the big Krone baler thing. Let's go ahead and lock this thing up to this tractor and take it on across the way. A tractor like this, struggling with this big Krone behind it. But that's okay. All we need to do is move it across the street. All right, we're just gonna park this bad boy right here. All right, going back to get the bale wrapper and then the bale loader. Then we're going to get our front loader purchased. We'll have to get a pallet fork. And we can put all that stuff on this John Deere tractor. Tell you what, this John Deere tractor sounds great. Forget what I said before about this tractor sounded good. This one sounds really good. Yeah, I guess some of the tractors sort of have a whine to them. Hey, buddy, look out. I mean, this guy's going to get run over here. Jeez. All right, last piece of equipment to move here is the bale loader. I guess I should look before I cross the street. All right, here we go. Let's just park this thing here. Go ahead and detach. Let's go ahead back to the store. We're going to buy our front loader. And then we're going to talk about some of the other plans that we have for this episode, some of the work that we have to do. All right, front loaders, John Deere 9000. Here we go. Let's purchase it. Now we just need to get a front loader tool. This pallet fork, 1,700 bucks. There we go. All right, there they are. Let's go ahead and hook these bad boys up. Now I tell you what, one of the things we're going to do at the same time that we are starting our grass and silage empire, we are going to also get into greenhouses. I absolutely love greenhouses. There we go. Now this thing's attached. And there are some new products and new crops that you can grow in your greenhouses in Farming Simulator 25, like chili peppers and garlic and different types of lettuce. And I tell you, it's pretty exciting. There's also a production chain called Processed Foods, I think, and we can use our greenhouse products to put into that production chain, and eventually we can buy that production chain. I also want to get into some bees and also chickens. So greenhouses, bees, and chickens. That is our goal to start this series. I tell you what, while we are getting our field seeded, let's go through some of the menu stuff here in Farming Simulator 25. We got our crop calendar. Now we are going to use seasons in this series. It just makes things fun and challenging. It's a different way to approach the game. We also have our weather down at the bottom, which is pretty cool. Here are the contracts. We've got baling contracts, which we're going to get into if we need some extra money. Deadwood is some forestry stuff, fertilizing, harvesting, mowing, which we do have mowers, so we can do mowing contracts. Rock removal is a new one, and that seems pretty cool. And I would love to get into that in this series as well. Get a little rock buster upper machine, make some stones. You can take the stones to a production chain for like a concrete mill, I think. We got stone picking, wood transport, all kinds of cool jobs that we can do here. Here are some of the production chains on this map. We have got the bakery. We're going to be targeting the bakery. Once we get our crops up and running, we are going to want to purchase the bakery. That way we can make our own bread. That's a big money maker right there. Here's the cement factory. You use the stones. I mean, it's just put the stones in and yeah, all kinds of stuff that you can get out of it. I don't know what the money's like in this, but it's pretty fun. Something new in Farming Simulator, so maybe we'll try and get into that in this series. And one of the big goals in this series is to buy the potato processing plant and make potato chips. I mean, I love potato chips. I know you love potato chips. Everybody loves potato chips. If you don't like potato chips, leave it in the comments down below. Why don't you like potato chips? You can dip them, you can rip them, you can lick them, you can chomp on them, you can do whatever you want. Potato chips are a very versatile food group. And we're going to make the best potato chips that the people of Zielonka have ever had in their entire lives. We're going to be famous. So we're going to need to get into potatoes and some canola, sunflower, and olive oils. That's pretty cool. Looking forward to doing that in this series. And this is a big one too, the preserved food factory. We're going to start with some beans and I don't know, lots of stuff. I mean, there's rice, there's spinach, there's peas, carrots, all kinds of cool stuff, Napa cabbage. And we're going to get into that as well. There's a lot of stuff involving wood. Now, I've never really done forestry, so probably not going to do that in this series. There's also the soup factory, which is really cool. We can get some carrots and parsnips going. Of course, potatoes, potato soup, red beet soup, and triple soup, which that's got to be a moneymaker right there. And then, of course, the spinnery. Eventually, we'd like to have some fields of cotton, and we can make fabric, and with fabric, we can also make clothing. That's a big money maker as well. So just some of the production chains that we might be looking at in this series. And here is a big menu with the prices, all the vehicles that we own, hand tools, finances, statistics, stuff like that. I mean, all of it right here in a nice, neat little menu. Then the other menu that you have is just your purchasing menu. You can buy all of the tools, and it has your used vehicles. And look, there's another used vehicle that's popped up here, the DeWolf GBC. It's a top lifting harvester used to pull vegetables out of the ground. I mean, eventually we're going to need one of these for carrots and stuff like that. That is pretty neat. Not very familiar with these, but we're going to get familiar with them in this series. And if you guys have any knowledge of any of this stuff, leave it in the comments down below. And then here is Animal Dealer Wardrobe Construction Farmland. This map is going to show you the farmland that you own and also going to show you the other farmland that you can purchase. And I tell you what, while we're waiting for this field here, we have got $609,000. I think we could probably purchase this other field, 46. It's only $75,000. Wow. Well, let's hold off on that for 1 second. All right, checking in on our seeding. It's not quite done yet. Just got to go around the edges. So let's talk about the option of buying another field. Field number 46 right over here. Let's see what kind of crop it's got in it. I mean, it's got wheat. It's ready to be harvested. We'd have to buy or rent a harvester and a combine and a trailer and all that kind of stuff. Let's take a look at our options and see if the math makes sense. Well, we could purchase a harvester. I mean, it would be, I don't know, the cheapest one's $100,000, but let's just say we bought one for, you know, $250,000 here. We'd still have about $350,000 left. Header wouldn't be that expensive. That would leave us with probably, let's say, 300,000. We got to buy a trailer, and that's not going to be super expensive. One of these would probably do for now. But we do want to get into some greenhouses before we start thinking about all this. Here are our options for greenhouses. Now there are glass greenhouses, 54,000. Then there's a large tarp greenhouse, which saves you a couple bucks. Doesn't really do anything different that I've found. And it's like 20 grand cheaper. So here is a large greenhouse. We could probably put that around here somewhere. Let's take a look big picture wise. I mean, we could probably fit one like right here at the corner, and then maybe another one behind it. And the other option is putting one on our land like over this way. But I kind of wanted to save this area for some chickens. I mean, honestly, we could just have our greenhouses sort of like all over this kind of parking lot area or little thing here. Let's see if we can't sit this down right here. All right, here's greenhouse number one, 36,095 bucks. Bam. All right, there it is. We can put another one down too if we want to. I know our equipment's kind of in the way. I wouldn't mind having it over here. I'll tell you what, let's get this equipment out of the way, because now I've got an idea for these greenhouses, and this is going to be pretty cool. All right, we can stick that baler over here. All right, let's go ahead. Can we put the front mower on with the front loader on? Let's see. We'll just swing this around here. Let's see if this works. Oh, look at that. There we go. Alright, let's just go sit this guy over here and back into the menu for the greenhouses. Alright, we could put one up here. Or maybe we should rotate it. We could have a couple of them sitting this way. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go ahead and plop this bad boy right here. Bam, there's another one. I mean, should we go for 3? Is that too ambitious here to go for 3? All right, we gotta be careful putting this down so that we have enough room to get the pallets from the other greenhouse. Maybe we should turn this one this way, kind of bring it down here just to make sure we have enough room. We're gonna be blocking off our little porch area, but we don't care about that. Yeah, I think this is a pretty good place for it. Let's go ahead and lock it in. Bam, there it is. All right, here we go. We got our 3 greenhouses now. This is pretty cool. Here's where the product's going to be. And there's where the water comes in. And yeah, pretty cool. We do need water. And there's still a little bit of room for us to walk around this side. Awesome. All right, geez. We're going to need a water tank. All right, we're dropping off the mowers here. Let's just back this thing up. We'll put them together over here. There we go. All right, we need a water tanker, so I think we go down here to animals. Let's go for this lizard, 25,000. I mean, honestly, we could go for this big tanker thing, but we'd have to buy a truck and a whole setup. And honestly, it's easier just to get this one. It's 25,000 for this lizard. It's 8,000 liters. I think each tank for the large greenhouse holds about 10,000 liters. So we'd have to make a few trips back and forth, but I'm pretty sure it's worth it. And like I said, the other option is to buy a big ass tanker, which, I mean, 32,000 liters. We could fill up 3 greenhouses with one tanker truck, but it's 90,000, and then we'd have to buy an actual like 18-wheeler rig. And I don't think that our farm is ready for this big production right now. So let's go ahead and start small. We're going to keep this chrome. I mean, you can have the option to like make it a black tank, but we're going to leave it chrome. And there we go, 25,000 bucks. Let's purchase that. Well, our seeding is done. Amy's done a good job. This field is all seeded. Let's go ahead and get rid of this seeder here. And yeah, I mean, next step is to go get some water. I really do think we should buy this other field though. We could plant it with more grass and we could have a ton of grass in a couple months time, and that is going to really help us financially. I don't really want to buy a combine harvester thing yet. We only have $476,000. The option to rent a harvester, I mean, by the time you rent a harvester, a combine, and a trailer, it's going to cost you about $10,000, and the amount of money we're going to get from that wheat in the field, not going to be worth it. So we might just grab a cultivator and just plow over top of it. Although, wouldn't it be fun to buy a little harvester and harvest our first crop of wheat? Man, boy, that's tempting. Oh, damn it, we're doing it. Oh, no, I don't know if this is a mistake or not. We're buying this little Massey Ferguson harvester, $104,000. Oh, boy. What are we getting ourselves into? Episode number 1. And I don't know, are we making mistakes? All right, and here is the header. So let's go and buy this, 30,000 bucks. Bam, there we go. It is right here. Wow. Listen to this thing start up. Let's go ahead and back this up. We'll put the header on. We'll go start getting rid of that wheat in the field. Boy, I'm pretty crappy at this already. All right, here we go. Hook it up. There it is. Bam. The Massey Ferguson harvester. All right, let's try not to hit into anything. Oh my God, tight spaces here on the farm. And I do not want to bang into a greenhouse and have it all come tumbling down. We are going to have to be careful driving through this small area. Well, here it is. The wheat field. All right, let's unfold it. We're going to lower the header. We're going to turn it on. And oh man, here we go. Our first harvesting. Okay, well, you know what? We bought the harvester. We're trying to harvest the land. And we didn't buy the land yet. That is absolutely awful. What are we doing? All right, here it is, field number 46. Let's go ahead and buy it, $75,000. We are quickly running out of money. All right, well, the field is ours, and there we go. The harvester is going. This is our first harvest of the series. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Massey Ferguson and the wheat harvester. This is awesome. Let's just take a moment to soak this all in. All right, we got that straw swath enabled. I mean, honestly, we could get a little machine to come bale up this straw. Maybe make a couple extra bucks here on the side, but I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and hire a worker to finish this harvesting, and we're going to go fill up those greenhouses with some water and get some crops in there. Jumping back in the John Deere, let's go ahead over to the store, pick up our water tank. We'll go fill it with some water. We'll make a couple runs. I believe there is a little... Whoa, look out. Oh, geez, oh whiz, hit that curb and jump the tractor around. Jeez. Tell you what, one thing that we're going to be discovering in this series is how bad I am at driving this tractor around. Hopefully we won't kill anybody here in the map of Zielonka. All right, there is a little body of water down here. And I believe we can just back this little trailer up, fill it up with water. And yeah, boy, it's nice and quiet in the cab of this tractor. And here is the water right over here. All right, let's just, we just kind of have to ride this trailer right over here and fill it up. You can see bottom right of the screen, the water tanker is filling up. And as soon as it's filled, we're going to take it back. We'll probably have to make a few trips here to each one of the greenhouses, but that is pretty exciting. All right, well, we have put water in the greenhouses, and we went back for a little bit of extra water. And I tell you what, we're gonna hold off on adding more water right now. Let's get in the greenhouses and put some product in there so we can start it growing. Here are the greenhouses, and I tell you what I'd love to do. One greenhouse, we are going to have chili peppers, and in the other greenhouse, we're going to have garlic, and in the third greenhouse, we'll have lettuce. So there it is. You can see it's already growing. Taking a look at the water, 40,000 liters is what this thing holds. We put 8,000 liters in two of them, and then we put 16,000 liters in another one. But we're gonna have to go make like 10 trips to the water in order to fill these things up, and I'm gonna do that off camera, I think. So for right now, we've got stuff in the greenhouses. We've got our field seeded with grass. We've got our new field being harvested with wheat. We're going to need to buy a trailer. All right, here are the options for the trailers. And I tell you, I feel like just kind of one of these $30,000 ones. This Farm Tech one looks good. It's got the extension on it. We got Continental tires. We don't really need a cover on it. And chassis color is fine being red. I mean, we can change the main color if you want to make it white or brown or orange. I think we're going to leave it green for now. Let's go ahead and buy this, 37,000 bucks. All right, so we got our trailer purchase. We're gonna have to go pick that up. And I tell you what, our farm is coming along great. We've got grass growing. We got the harvesting going on for the wheat. We can make a little bit of money there. We've got our greenhouses set up. One more thing that I wanna do before we end this episode, and that is bees. Here is the menu with the bees section. And I tell you what, we got these beehives here, 33 Langstroth hives, and we can place these around probably in the back of this greenhouse is the best place to put them. And we can probably put like 3 or 4 back here. Let's go ahead and line them up here with the greenhouse. All right, there's one. Put one on that side, we'll put one on this side, and then we can kind of put a couple in the middle here, kind of space them out a little bit. There you go, there's another one. Let's do 5 of them. We'll put one more here. And then one in the middle of these guys. Bam, there we go. 5 beehives right here. And that is going to make us some money. Now we just need to figure out where to put the little spawn spot for the honey. I feel like we could put it right over here by the house. I mean, we could probably just snuggle it up like right around here. I think that'd be pretty cool. Bam, there we go. All right, so we got the honey spawn spot. We got the greenhouses going. Let's go take a look at these bees. My God, that's a lot of bees. And hopefully we're not allergic to bees. I don't know. Only time will tell. If we get stung and then we die, then we'll know that we're allergic to them. I'm just saying. All right, let's go ahead and park this water tanker right here. We got to go get the trailer to fill up with the wheat that we're harvesting. And I tell you what, in the next episode, we are going to come back. We are going to have some wheat that we're harvesting, and we're going to get going here with the grass. And we are just getting started in this series. So now would be the perfect time to ask yourself the question of the day. Are you subscribed to the channel? If the answer is no, stop what you're doing and subscribe to the channel. What the hell are you waiting for? And go ahead and hit that like button. Even if you don't like the video, you gotta hit it. It's part of the YouTube rules. And leave your comments down below. It doesn't even matter what you say. And we are gonna come back in the next episode, and we are gonna keep growing our empire here in Sri Lanka, starting from scratch. And I think we're off to a good start. Only time will tell though, and it's pretty exciting. Love this game, gonna love this series. Just want to thank you guys for the support. Thanks for the love on the channel. And most importantly, thank you guys for letting me be a part of your day. It means a lot. And we will see you right back here in the next video.